technique.
Without further ado, we're gonna introduce my trusty guest co-host, who is none other than Florian, KenFlo.
Thanks, man. It's an honor to be on the podcast. First one. Congratulations. Your English has gotten so much better, by the way.
Well, I agree. As if it was shitty before. It's almost like when you tell a chick, "Oh, God, you lost weight." Yeah, thanks a lot. It's a backhand compliment. We're already starting off on the wrong fucking foot here. But look at us, huh? Look at how far we came. I mean, what I set up. If you guys can't see here, I got Persian hugs here. I got fucking acoustic guitar. I got candle. I have mood lighting in here. I have a gentleman from Singapore who's working the instruments over there, the Texas Instrument computer, and I got everything you can need over here. And for you female future guests that's gonna came, you can experience some of the atmosphere here. And don't worry, Kenny he ain't gonna be here to bother you. And it's just gonna be you and me. Okay, but anyway, let me get back to Kenny Florian here. So Kenny, I mean, let's talk about you for 2 seconds here, but not for too fucking long. Ever since you made the appearance, your career was in the toilet. You was out of MMA. You was struggling to make ends to meet, and look at you. You did my show, and you did a star churn. Not only did you did an interview, but you did a star churn as Al Pacino.
Yes. In
the classic Heat on the Renato Laranja show. Tell me about the experience of all the doors that was open up for you now and your life now post that experience.
Well, this is true. I was almost homeless at the time. I went on, I did that show, I did the appearance with you, and again, I'm super grateful for it. I ended up doing some work for Fox. I did BattleBots, which was on ABC.
You did
after all that stuff. Yeah, and people were asking me for acting gigs. I had to turn them down. So that really opened up the doors for me, for sure.
Well, that's beautiful. That you could get a gig on BattleBot after that. What? Explain to me, because I'm confused. I thought it was some kind of MMA fight. Then I see a fucking Hoomba fighting a dustbuster. And I don't know what the fuck is going on here. How you keep a straight face when you're talking about like the skill set of these robots?
Well, these robots, it's impressive, man. They have these teams that, guys who worked for NASA and people from MIT and some of the smartest people in the world from all over. Actually, in Brazil, they had an amazing team in season 2.
I'm not surprised.
Rio Bots, which were one of the top teams in the world. And, it's amazing. All these guys, a lot of strategy.
We're very proud of that in Brazil. Rio Bots is kind of like a national treasure.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about that, guys, in the street. It was a moment for us that we're gonna treasure. Almost like the Brazil and the fucking Olympics coming up in wherever, Japan or China, wherever is that one, Korea.
Oh man.
So now, tell me, I don't know when this is gonna come out. Could be 3 years from now. Could be tomorrow. I don't know. But one stuff that I want to talk to the people is that we just saw the Super Bowl last night.
Yes.
And as we know, even though Kenny has taken a lot of voice lesson and diction class to lose that harsh, horrible sounding accent, he is indeed from Boston.
Yeah.
Where, from Hawkesbury or Dorchester? Something like that. I can't remember where he was from. The slums.
Yeah, no, definitely. My house was actually the only one that didn't have a 4-car garage. So I grew up, pretty tough. Not like.
Oh, you didn't grow up in the with the Mark Wahlberg of the world?
Marky Mark, no. Marky Mark, no, I did not.
So tell me, what was your experience last night? The feeling of that?
Yeah, listen, just for the Patriots to get to the Super Bowl again, I thought was an amazing accomplishment.
What an exciting.
It was an exciting game, man.
No, I'm saying just to see the Patriots in there again. What a treat.
Yeah.
What a fucking treat for everybody. I just love to watch Belichick's fucking sourpuss pacing around and complaining about shit the whole time and wearing a fucking cut-off sweatshirt. And he looked like he's... And then fucking Brady, these guys. What a bunch.
Who would have
thought? What an unlikable bunch.
Who would have thought that Tom Brady would have thrown for over 500 yards and still would have lost the game? It's crazy.
What a blessing. I was sitting there.
You were smiling ear to ear, weren't you?
I gotta be honest because, listen, I spent a lot of my life, even though I came from here, I spent a lot of my life in New York City, you know? And, listen, it's no secret. We don't usually care for the Boston sports teams too much, okay?
Sure.
I like some Boston Happers, you know. I like, Ed O.G. on the Bulldoggy.
Yeah.
I like, Scientific. I believe he's come from there. You had Guru, who was moved from I believe Hawkesbury and then moved to Brooklyn and all that kind of stuff. So,
Gangster,
and I like Cheers, whatnot, Sam Malone, all that shit. But the sports team, not so much. So, yes, I always hated they fucking got. And one of the most best time for me was when they had the perfect season, and it was going to be the best thing in the history of Bosch, and it was going to be Brady's crowning achieve. And then the Giants of New York was toppled the fucking guys. And that was one of the best. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, it was also the best halftime show in history was Prince. I think it was that same year. It was Bring Me to Cheer when I saw Prince to do Purple Haze. And the Haze was genuine coming down there.
Yes, that was actual Purple Rain.
It was, and I'm gonna tell you something. It came full circle because during the halftime show, when I saw Josh Timberlake, and I saw the curtains or whatever's the bedspread or whatever's bed sheets they have, and they put the image of Prince on there, and then I'm not gonna lie, when they pan out and show the arena, and they showed that thing was turned purple, and then the other. I started to became fuck lamp here.
You cried.
I'm not gonna say I cry, but in my throat I feel like something is a lock up in there, and I hope and I'm chalk, and my eyes maybe got a little mist there, and then it was dawn on me that Prince brought to Eli Manning the luck that day. And was going to bring to the same luck to fucking Nick Foley.
Yes, that's a good point. That could have happened.
And that was what happened.
Yeah.
And Prince, if you Prince, if you're up there now and you can hear this, I love you. And I love to.
And that's where he was from, Minneapolis. I just put.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You just put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
well, that's why they did the fucking thing. That's why they.
I didn't even know. I just thought because he was a great artist that he.
Yeah, he was a great artist.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it was exciting for me. Half of me was wanted them, you guys to win just so that you wouldn't be pissy on the fucking podcast here. But then once the game started, I said, fuck those guys and fuck Kenny Flock. Who cares? I'll do it without the guy. But yeah, what a mitzvah that happened. And think about this. You still got the Sox.
Yes.
You still got the Sox.
The Celtics.
You got the Celtics.
The Bruins.
Yeah. The Bruin. I forgot about the Bruin. Didn't they have like a black guy with no teeth or some shit like that?
I don't remember.
Something like that. Who was like the goalie that was a big guy for the Bruin? Who cares about the Bruin? Nobody. My fans don't want to hear about the Bruin.
Okay.
So now let me ask you something. I'm seeing a lot of shit going on with your boy Floyd Mayweather, who was just beat Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And now I hear him to talk some shit about the getting to MMA.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? I can't figure out. I mean, clearly that's fucking nuts.
Right.
I can't figure out for myself what is the benefit to even. Is he just fucking with people, or is he hoping that they throw him a bum, or a fucking tomato can? What's going on here?
Right.
What's your take? Because you're on the inside.
Know, man. Yeah,
you're on the inside.
I don't even know. I wish I knew more, but I think that Floyd is a smart businessman, and I think he's probably teasing people to see what the response is, to see if, people would be interested in seeing him fight, and then from there, knowing how much money he would bring in and go, okay, maybe it's worth it to him. I don't think it's worth it to him, to fight an MMA fight. I think it just...
Who do you think he's going to
make? I mean, he's going to make a ton of money.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no one...
How much fucking money you're going to need? I mean... I just don't understand how much money. Sometimes I don't understand that about fucking guys who have all kind of money.
Right.
Like what's that guy's the Koch brother?
Yeah.
Like how much money those guys have, like billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then your main goal in life is to make like
more,
to make that sure that you get more. I just don't understand. And it's that much important to you.
Yeah.
Where you gotta make that shit happen.
It's power, man. After that, it's not about the money. They already have the money. Now it's about influence and
power.
Look
how much power I have. I already have enough power.
It's true.
Now I want some fucking money. KenFlo, and that bring me back.
You deserve it.
That bring me back full circle to the fact that. We just went over this. You're doing all kind of stuff after I made you to be famous again.
Yes.
You're having a second act.
Yes.
And the problem is, everybody got agent and managers and stuff. But nobody thought about sending maybe a check to your uncle and aunt. I wonder about that sometimes.
I sent you at least one to your address that you gave to me, and I don't know if it got lost or.
Caray, we'll cancel that one, and we're gonna.
I'll send it.
We're gonna ink up another one here,
Okay.
And how's your wife?
She's great. We're about to give birth any day now.
Yeah, you're gonna be in there doing that.
That's true.
I love guys who say we're pregnant, we're doing all this shit. You ain't doing shit. you over here. You did what you did. You're over here doing this shit. Look at you.
I'm just going to be sitting on a chair, just encouraging.
I can imagine. You're going to be heating a magazine. You're going to be on your phone. You're not going to even be in the fucking home when she's doing it. You're going to be out there old school style. Whether you get handshakes from the other guys.
I'll be right there. I'm going to catch.
I bet.
She's going to hike it to me.
Have you ever been in the fucking home when a woman is gave birth live?
No. My first time.
My brother. It's a fucking sobering experience. It's a harrowing experience. Because let me tell you something, my brother. I don't know. See, I don't know. You know how like they say that for women they something in the body makes them to forget how fucking painful it was.
Yes.
Like nature does that so that like they would be so inclined to have another one or whatever and keep the fucking species going. I wonder if there's something in there for the dad to look at her vagina in that state of disrepair and just to see that to see something that is gonna boggle your fucking mind and then still be like putting on some Sade and going like, oh, look to that pussy. It looked nice on there. Oh, your pussy. And then, but all you thinking about is carajo. I saw the fucking that guy, the other guy in there, the little guy, is come out and fucking squeezing his shoulders out of there. Carajo. Because I seen it with like a friend of my my mom came in there. I was in there and I saw that shit. But I wasn't romantically involved with this woman. But I was looking. I said, and this fucking woman, like, I don't know. It looked like somebody was punching her in the face. She had like a black eye for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? And she was angry and fucking surly, and at one point told me to get out because I would
have you get out too.
I wasn't saying shit.
Yeah,
I was being respectful. I was just looking to her vagina to see, what's gonna happen here, And then after a while, she, for some reason, I guess maybe because I'm attractive or whatever, I'm attractive, and she didn't want to be attractive to me during, when she's trying to have one of the beautiful moments to her life, But I felt like, let me just see that.
Right.
But then after I saw that, I said, next time, don't see that.
It was disrespectful of her to do that.
It was.
Yeah.
I was just, look, I'm not greedy.
Right.
I just want to wet my beak a little, That's kind of like with the situation with you owing me some fucking funds from all from all the fucking shows that you're doing here. I see you NBC, CBS, fucking BET. Next, you're gonna be hosting Hang of Iron. You remember that with the black guys?
Yes.
Hang of Iron.
Yeah.
That
was a good one. Yeah.
Speaking of black people, we in the beginnings, the very beginnings of Black History Month. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And another thing I want to say is, congratulations, because apparently you must be some sort of I didn't know this, but you half black, or you have some black in you?
I don't actually. I don't. People always.
How that's possible?
People always think, but no.
They either think you black, or they think you the new guy on the Dos Equis most interesting guy.
Yeah, when I'm a little thinner, I get that a lot.
Can you imagine? I had people asking me if that was really you. I said, no, it's not fucking him. But to be honest, I don't mind the way the guy looked, but I just it's not the same. I'm just not the same. I like the other fucking guy.
Right.
He's looked like Ernest Hemingway or whatever.
He did.
This fucking guy, he looked like a low hand Kenny Florian.
Yeah,
with half the fucking acting job.
His beard isn't as nice. The other guy was a little more elegant.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be fucking old, like he's experienced shit.
Right.
This guy is young. I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you actor out there.
Well, maybe they thought like he's gonna die soon.
He looked like Adrian Brody or something like that.
He does.
Anyway,
he does.
you.
Yeah.
But so back to you being African, Afro-American. What's your people like to be called now? You prefer black or African American?
Both.
Okay, because African American always sounds so too much. Sound like a mouthful. Sound like you're trying too hard. Just black people, okay? But anyway, what do I know? So the question why I can't believe you're not part black, because Brendan Schwab was just made a comment recently, a video recently, that he was bent out of shape because all the announcer or the analyst on UFC Tonight, which I'm not gonna even get into the logistics of what day and time or whatever it is tonight.
It's not tonight.
I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna get into that. We've hashed that out already.
Yes.
But I don't understand. He said that he's upset because why they gotta hire only black people on there. So I just wanted to speak on that.
Right. I don't know. I don't know why he said that. I mean, you need to have Brendan Schaub on the show and ask him. I don't know why he said that. I think, geez, I don't know.
He said something to the effect of, we get it, okay? You got, okay, you're not racist, fine, okay, Fox. We get it, which is usually, we know that Fox is a bastion of liberal, agenda over there, where they always too overly sensitive about black people, and they're always trying to throw the black people a bone at the expense of, the white man. But he seemed to be not only, he was exasperated about the fucking thing.
Right.
And I was just curious because I know that he's a very smart individual, and I know that he have a lot of opinion, a lot of experience, so I figure if he's saying that, he must be,
What do you think about that?
I think that he have a great point because, it's like, yeah, sure, DC, Tyron Woodley, guys like that, they're athletic.
Yeah.
And sure, they can play sport and stuff like that. And sure, they've risen to the top of their field and actually is a current belt holder. But to expect that those two black guys would actually have anything constructive or knowledge to say about MMA and Vale Tudo, it's a stretch.
But they're champions in their weight classes.
Yeah, but they're so focused on training and lift weights and
they have the extra tendon or 3 extra tendons.
Well, look, you said it. You said it between you and Jimmy the Greek. And whoever else, but I think maybe he have a point, because then you have the white guys come in, like the Tom Brady style.
Right.
It's like, like they used to say, and he proof on the pudding. Tom Brady, they used to say that a black quarterback in the day, they only had Handle Cunningham and Warren Moon and stuff like that. Because they said, hey, the white guy, the black guys is going to be fast so they can be fast than the ball, can catch that one. But it's the white guy who, just like the Brendan Schaub, he say, have a great brain. He suggests that if maybe you sprinkle some more white guys, then you're probably going to get a better brainy, and you're probably going to get a better, what was the other word he said? He said something. I can't remember.
Did he really say? What did he say? Are you serious? What did he say?
Let's pull up for the fan because I don't want to.
I didn't hear it. I heard about people talking about it.
I don't want to misquote the guy.
Yeah.
So let me to pull up. Oh, here we go. Okay, so.
Sometimes you look at UFC tonight and like, is that the best panel possible, or are you just trying to check off the boxes? We get it, UFC tonight, Fox. You're not racist. We get it. You have an all-black panel. We get it. Whoa, we get it. We get it, man. Now I'm going to ask you again. Are those the best brains and speakers for the art to the general audience?
So what I get from that, Brendan Schaub, he know a lot about MMA, okay? So, and also him being a brain, him being a great brain and one of the great mind, he can also tell when someone is a great mind, is of like mind, or is not, okay? So he's perceived those gentlemen, and who cares? Why is this a haste thing? He didn't make it a haste thing. Why is everybody making it a haste thing? He's just happened to talk about those guys, and they happen to be black. I don't see why everybody gonna cry racism. And then also, let me finish, Kenny.
Okay, sir.
Let me just say my piece. And then I'm gonna let you talk. And then he said also, it's a great. Maybe you can have better speakers, okay? Now, that's the part I'm not quite I'm confused about, because usually if you're dealing with white people and black people, in my experience, black people always have a great speakers. They they spend probably money that they should be paid to child support or rent money or whatever the fuck, but they spend a lot to have the bass on there. You have your speakers where there's the car or whatever, okay? So maybe that I can pick a bones to there. And then, but the other one, he hit it hard on the head, Brendan Schaub. He's an artist. He says the art. He's an artist. And, art is subject, So what Brendan Schaub see, he see a black guys up there, and he would prefer to see to wipe that canvas clean and to put a different colors on there the way he see fit. And who am I to argue he's an artist. So now you say your piece.
That's an interesting perspective. That's why people are going to like the podcast, because you give a different perspective, which I think is unique.
Touche.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. That's one way to look at it. For Brendan, I know Brendan, he's a good guy. Those words, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of innuendo. I don't know if he got tongue-tied or what.
He
was saying a lot of things without saying
it. What do innuendo have to do with that? You think he was smoking weed?
He was saying things without saying it. It seemed, and
how you did that? That's like making Bruce Lee, the art of fight without truth.
He was making references, to
what kind of reference?
The fact that we had 2 or actually 3 black people working on the desk.
Why they have that? They can't find a white guy in there?
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty, but I don't know. I don't know what exactly he was thinking, to be honest. But it wasn't the best thing to say, maybe, and I don't know.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody has an opinion. It's like.
But I like Brendan, so I don't know why he said that.
You still can't like him? I mean, just because he said that. I see a lot of comments on there. Most of the comments was positive toward Brendan Schaub.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, for your information, and I seen a lot of guys who said, yeah, it was a lot of guys. Grant, it wasn't a lot of black guys who was come to his defense, okay? But maybe it's just a lot of black guys don't follow the Strangle Squad. But I noticed that there was a lot of white guys who was echo the same sentiment, and a lot of guys was, believe it or not, was upset and brought up an unrelated topic, which is why on TV all the commercials feature a white woman dating black guys as if that's how it always is, as how only white women only date black guys.
Right.
And I found that to be an interesting take on that because, God, are you? I like the sound of that. But I myself didn't saw a lot of TV commercial like that. How about you?
Right.
Have you seen one? I asked the guy for which products he was talking about, and he somehow was at a loss to give me examples, but I wanted to saw it because, hey, look, I like brazos and blacks on blondes and dog farts just as much the next guy.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot you talked about. I don't see a lot of that. Maybe I've seen a commercial before, but
like where they have like a black husband and then they have a white wife on there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that I seen like that. Interesting.
Maybe one, but a lot of commercials. No.
Well, I guess the gripe. Well, somehow, whether it's true or not, and if it's true to him, it's true.
I guess.
Because he's experienced that, and I wanted to be sensitive to that. Okay. Because if he see that Hollywood only want to promote white women dating black guys,
right?
Which he's seeing left and right, and they can't seem to get away from it. I have to respect that and maybe do my part to maybe cut down the amount of white women, gorgeous tens of white women that I do intercourse to.
Right.
That a lot of guys like that probably would be in love with that girl and never get a chance to lay her fingers on that one. But your Uncle Hanachi sitting there,
you got there first,
making love to them.
Right.
So, I can imagine how painful the idea of that. God, I can only imagine, But, so, okay, other than Brendan Schaub, what other heroes of Black History Month? Who do you like to focus on in Black History's Month?
Besides Brendan Schaub?
Yeah.
I think a guy who, really inspired people and got a chance to show what it's like to fight in a peaceful way is, of course, Martin Luther King.
He was fighting. He was a great fighter.
Well, not in the cage, but in the political arena and in the cultural arena.
Hold on. So KenFlo. So you let me, because now I'm getting confused. You say that Martin Luther King was not. He
wasn't a fighter.
He was living in a cage.
No. He never fought in a cage.
Okay.
As far as I know, he never fought.
Thank God, because it's Black History Month.
No, that wouldn't be good. Yeah.
So Martin Luther King. So
Junior.
For you, Junior.
Yeah.
Now that's like his son or whatever. Is he like a happer or what he does? This Junior.
Well, he's probably a son of a Martin Luther King as well, so that's why he's Junior. It's not like in Brazil they go like, "Hey, Junior,"
Yeah, Junior dos Santos. Yeah. But you put it before. So.
I know it's confusing.
Well, okay. So now you gave you one. Living, I say Frederick Douglass, doing a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Donald Trump would agree with you. He's doing some good stuff out there.
He's doing a lot of great stuff, and just to be honest, it's like just
he's a good guy.
To find out that he's getting recognized more is really what I'm appreciate. And then also, And I love that guy too because when I have long hair and I wake up and I don't do nothing with it, it's kind of look similar to a fracture.
Are you getting gray hair though too? You white hair?
You know what? I have a little sprinkles, but not much.
Right.
For a man of my
you have a little
of my
salt and pepper.
My vintage.
Yeah.
I do have a little slouch, but not too much, just the dustings.
Right.
To the point where you don't even notice until you're too close. It's too late. God, but a lot of women respond to that, and a lot of women find themselves attracted.
Like the George Clooney look.
Exact, but only better.
Yeah.
Because not only salt and pepper you have there, but you also have some Egyptian cinnamon sprinkled onto my fucking face.
This is true.
And
George can get pretty dark though.
We're not in the same ballpark because while I'm start off Egyptian cinnamon, that's when I'm not even have a chan. You put me into a chan, then you're getting into
Different
like
level.
the gingerbread area.
Right.
You're getting into gingerbread.
Yes.
Okay, and that's. What can we say that already got said?
And gingerbread is sweet.
This gingerbread, and you know what else? It remind me of gingerbread. When these fucking chicks expect to get a child support and try to hitchhire on me, they're gonna find me being not unlike the gingerbread man because I'm gonna be like in the sprint position as fast as you can. I'm the fucking gingerbread man. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Hear you,
I'm out of there.
I hear you.
Yeah, you can, like you can eat my dust. You eat ginger and nutmeg. It's in your fucking eyes. Those fucking chicks try to get that. Pew. I'm sorry that you even brought up the subject. Fucking child support. But let me get back to where I was. So now, and a lot of people always, want to point out the George Washington Carvers of the world and the W.E.B. Du Bois and, the Haile Selassie, whatever you're talking about here. But who's one person that's always get left out in your discussion of Black History Month and maybe need to be recognized now? Aunt Jemima. She was instrumental in creating a pancakes, not only a pancakes batter, but also a syrup.
Yes.
And Jemima was kind of not only was a hero to black people and also poor people, but also black women. It's a strong black woman. And now, before she used to have like a do-hag, where it looked like Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
Or the guy who...
She was an entrepreneur.
She was an entrepreneur. And she looked like... She have like Tupac there, but also like the one who was like, hide your key, hide your wife. That one.
Antoine Dodson.
Yeah, Antoine or John Dodson.
Yeah.
Same difference. So I'm not sure if you was familiar with some of her movie work.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this because it was kind of before a lot of people's time. But a lot of movies was hip off from earlier Jemima films. One in particular that's just the top of my head. It was a Jean-Claude Van Damme film, originally entitled Jemima Cop.
Time Cop.
Yeah, but it was also before. That was a Jemima vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of movies you don't know about that, which is also kind of sad because, a lot of those black
She
artists,
never got credit for that.
She never got her due, because, and then you had the first movie that put, what's his name, Jim Norton? Or what? No,
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton.
It was Ed Norton that star turn. But the original is Jemima Fear.
I don't remember that. I don't even know.
It have the remake have Hitcher Gear and North. So
Gotcha.
so there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to go off on and do a whole retrospective of all the movies and.
But anyway, she never got credit
TV
for that.
show.
That's
yeah,
bullshit.
I mean you can go down the list. You have fucking, what is it, Star Trek, Deep Space Jemima, all that stuff was taken from her. So anyway, I want to get off that now because, Black History going to be all month. So we're going to do a
Plenty
segment.
of time.
We're going to talk about all kind of Black History on here. So we got time. Let's take a break for a second here, and we'll be right back.